I'll be going overseas where over 30 women was murdered by the same guy, but nobody knew and could find out who he was. And this is my 4th time doing a series where I leave the country to investigate countries where murderers lurk the area.
Previously.
What? Why is this car just standing there? I opened my door and the car just stopped. So I hurried up and closed the door and came inside.
And now we're going to Latvia. And I almost thought I was about to get kidnapped. Mind you, for the most part, I do want to say this country is safe. It's a beautiful place. But I'm just discovering the dark side. Let's get into it. First, I have to pack. It's probably not a good thing that I'm going to put this on the bed. Never mind. Life hack: if you want to fit more in your suitcase, don't fold. Roll. So right now I'm in Europe. When I like to travel this big earth, I like to discover the serial that lurk the area.
He had a gun.
He told me to not scream. I was begging my sister, like, we have to go to a hotel. He's gonna come here tonight. We're gonna die.
Which I did. I'm here in Latvia. I'm in the capital, Riga. And here lurked this serial named Kaspars. This guy had only one target, and that was elderly women. He will murder 38 of them, possibly more. And what's so tragic about this, the public don't know that there is a serial lurking in the areas, but the police do.
They simply didn't tell us. They didn't let the information on the media, and yeah, they don't tell. In the USA, they they are obliged to tell the public, but here it's not a common practice to inform the public about crimes.
Now Kaspars is his first name, Patrovs is his last name. When he was younger, he liked being the center of attention.
Because when you're a kid, your life depends on your parents. And when you feel like no one sees you and no one hears you, or you get breadcrumbs of it and you know what it feels like but you don't usually get it, see you and acknowledge you, you don't exist. So you might develop the natural need to be in the center of attention.
When he didn't have his way, aka having the center of attention, he would act a fool, do dumb things, silly things, and he would get in trouble a lot. He did poorly in school. Not only that, when he turned 18, he got in trouble for stealing. So this guy, he had a little bit of a background, but it wasn't too much to be like, oh, this guy is going to become a serial killer. Watch out for this creep. But there was one officer that came out and said this guy needs to be in jail for the rest of his life, because he's the one that arrested him and he seen something in him that nobody else did. And he said, I promise, if you let this guy out of jail, because you know he was a bad kid, so he went to jail, but if you let him out of jail, he will be a criminal for all the wrong reasons, aka murdering people. Now, I'm about to go out in Riga, the city, the capital, and I'm gonna tour you around. I'm gonna show you how it is there, how beautiful it is there, and how easy it is that anyone could become a target.
Specific study on this kind of a serial killer, that the victim's age and their vulnerabilities were primary reasons for the assaults.
Now, what's the first place we're gonna visit? We're gonna start off really not little. We're starting off big. Shopping center.
He would hunt for his victims at a nearby shopping center.
I was shopping. I was in Zara, American Eagle, and I noticed this sketchy looking man, and his phone is still staring straight at me, gripped in his hand.
What?
I think any people is very strong.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you might be like, why explore there? Because where's the best place you can meet elderly women? Remember, he's targeting just elderly women. And at shopping centers, it's all ages. So it works perfect for him. Alright, so we in the mall right now. So as I'm here in the mall, I discovered a fact. It's a fact about Latvia. The country is majority girls than men. It's doubled by a lot. Actually doubled by a lot. Because as I'm walking around the mall, I'm seeing girl after girl after girl after girl. And then a couple of men here and there. Now see, as you can see, as I'm scrolling through, you see a lot of elderlies.
The predators that we spoke with shared that the victim's age and their vulnerabilities were primary reasons for the assaults.
Okay, so ignore this background music. But what I did notice is a lot of these elderly women sit down and catch a breather and they relax on their phone alone. And that would be like the perfect time for him to like come up to them, approach them, get their name, and just run game and go on dates, and it will work.
They learned that many times the elderly are just plain lonely and their support system is less than ideal. They've lost their ability to reason, and they accept help or companionship a little more readily. All of these challenges are components that these predators, and this predator in particular, tried to exploit. It causes us to reflect on our own parents and aging loved ones. Have we spent the appropriate amount of time with them?
Now, he would get bored with this. He didn't want to go at shopping centers, cold approach, make the girls feel more comfortable with him after he date them and make them feel very free around him and then murder them. He wanted to spice it up a little bit more.
This method of grooming his victims became just too time-consuming.
Because he became addicted to murder.
We were dealing with a monster.
It became a thirst. What he would do is he would go to flats. Now flats, that's what they call it in Europe. It's apartments. He would stalk certain elderly women, make sure they live alone, and make sure they live at the flat, the right flat. You don't want to knock on the wrong door and do the wrong thing, so he want to make sure he stalked for a very long time, make sure she always alone. And once he got that jotted down in his head, he would go up to the door, knock on the door. When she opens the door, he forces himself in and he assaults her, then murders her. Strangulation, that would be his method, and he fell in love with it. And he would do it multiple times. And also, what you need to understand in Riga, in the center, is that everyone is walking. Everybody not driving like how it is in America. Here, everyone is walking and everyone is just doing their own thing. When you dig deeper into like this case that I'm digging into, then you're gonna know exactly how deep and crazy this gets, because it's a lot of elderly people here. Like, it's just elderly people here. How easy it is for like this serial killer to just stalk somebody and follow them home. This gets so deep. This is what this guy would do after he murdered his victims, after coming in their apartment, assaulting them, then strangling them. Look at this. Okay, so now the pillow is the person. I have it like this on purpose, and I'm the creep, standing right after the strangulation, in front of the bed. Now look, this guy plan worked. So remember, the pillow is the victim. He will make the bed after he dresses the victim up in a nightgown, because now the victim is asleep and the victim was strangled by hand. But the family would come in the door, discover their family member not waking up. So you go up to your family member, try to shake them up, but they're not waking up. So it's assumed that they died in a sleep. And guess what? His plan worked.
The way he went undetected was he managed to strangle his victims so that there were no strangulation marks, really. The police or the relatives or the doctors couldn't tell at first that there was a murder committed.
Petros even came and said, you know, I have a method. My method would be, I would knock on the door and say that I work for a gas company. This is an emergency and I need to check your meter ASAP. Now, some people being vulnerable would let this person in, because some people just let him in. And he goes on and he says, as I go in, I ask the lady, can I use the bathroom? And when I use the bathroom, I get a towel and I strangle her to death with it. I don't know how he strangled this person or suffocate this person, but he leave no marks when he do it. Then he says, oh, when I was done, she had red coming out her nose, so I got another towel and wiped it up. She had money laying around, so I took the rest of her money, both of the towels, her keys, and I left like it was a normal day. Not to mention though, I did vomit after. I felt really bad. I was like sick to my stomach and I vomited. But after I vomited, I actually went to another neighbor's door, knocked on the door, elderly lady answered the door, and I attacked her. Yes, literally after minutes of murdering somebody, I attacked another person. But this lady started screaming in a way that kind of scared me off, so I ran away and she lived. She was probably the only one to survive my attacks. So shout out to her, salute to her for being so brave to scream, I guess. The guy was weird. The reason this guy was caught was because of a fingerprint that one of the investigators noticed. It came out as Petros, so he was a suspect. When he was questioned, Petros immediately started saying it was me. I did it all. He started confessing immediately. And you probably be like, why he started confessing immediately? Well, remember he commented I was vomiting because I felt bad after. He really did feel bad after, but it was such an addiction and he loved doing it so much, literally every month for 3 years straight until he got caught, that when he did get caught, he really didn't care to admit it. Alright, so I just met some Latvians. Where you said you want to take me?
To this abandoned place. Like, we know in Riga, in like a deep space, there's this place. I want you to check it out.
You just want me to go to some abandoned place?
Yeah.
All right.
Check it out, you know.
So they want to take me to some abandoned place, and I don't know where. I don't know where I'm going, and they trying to take me to some abandoned place. Like, it might not go as good as I think. They can kidnap me, they can murder me. I'm the only black person in this country, as you can see. So I guess we just gonna see and wait. Wish me luck. Now, I know some of you gonna be mad at me because I'm going with strangers that I met literally that day. But here's the thing, better content. We started walking literally all day, so I had to question them. All right, we've been walking all day. How much more longer do we have?
We just gotta keep on walking. Like a couple of minutes, that's it.
A couple of minutes?
Just a little more, just a little bit.
Like, I'm saying, like, are we almost there though?
Maybe, kinda.
Alright, y'all, we've been walking all day, so we just I'm gonna update y'all. Now, at this very moment, something strange started to happen. I want to see if you spot it. If you don't worry, I'm gonna explain it mid-vid. So y'all, right now, it looked like they taking me to the hood or somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where they taking me, but if we look around, we're not in the beauty no more. Two important things. First of all, we're not in the beauty no more, so I have to show you how the beauty part looks, because I really haven't explored y'all to the beauty part in this video. So basically what y'all seeing now is pictures that I took of the beauty of this country. My apologies that I didn't show y'all the beauty of it. I was supposed to, but I got so caught up when I met those guys during the daytime that I didn't. But yeah, we in the trenches, the hood now. We going into the trenches. So we still walking 30 minutes later, and I'll update y'all when we get there. So notice green jacket. He wasn't with us before. Now we have green jacket. Now this guy with the green jacket came with this red bag, and I don't know what's inside that red bag that he's carrying. Yeah. So is this the area? Oh, okay. And this is like a abandoned like school.
Oh, this is like a place where people low-key live. This is like a rundown place.
Oh, rundown.
Crackheads and all that.
So we go through here. Some crazy spot. Oh, this is the chill sit down spot. Where y'all smoking and things like that.
Real homeless stuff. Where's the toilet?
Oh, look. They have darts right here. They play darts. And I'm assuming this whole like flat apartment is abandoned.
Abandoned, but like there's some people like living in there. Like,
oh, like homeless people.
Yeah. Barely electricity even runs there. That's the bomb.
All right. So basically, this whole spot is abandoned, and right now we in the back. You taking a good piss, my boy? So here's the update. Basically, this area is where these guys just chill at and blow. And that red bag was items exactly for that. So these guys was cool, really cool. At the end of the day, we ended up splitting up, except I stayed with one guy. He wanted to show me this beautiful spot in the center. There was a mall, you get on the roof and you get to look at this beautiful view. So it's getting dark. I know y'all can't see me. I'm getting black because it's getting dark. He just told me around and he brought me to this place. I want to show y'all it. On a rooftop right now. And I guess it's on top like of a mall. And as you can see, if you look down, the mall's right there. We're on top of it. Now, if y'all wondering why I didn't record even much more and made this video like 40 minutes long, is because I want to see if this is y'all type of vibe. Because I would literally do this often. And of course, record way more, get way much more detailed, interview some people, go to more creepy places, discover some more strange things that's around this world. Like, I would go all out. This is just a little you know what I mean? But hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love y'all. Stay safe. Bye.